In this last video for 7.1, we're going to actually dig into how recursive functions look with these geometric sequences. So the first one, we're going to jump in. We're going to write the meaning of each nth term. So just remember that we're dealing with geometric sequences, so that we have an R value. Remember that A of n is the number you're on now. So when I'm looking for that over here, A of n is now. A of n minus 1, that means the previous number. And A of n plus 1 just means the next number. So in each of these problems, they'll tell you the number you're on now. We're on the third term. So we can see that this would be the first, second, third, and fourth term. But we're just really diving into the notation here. To calculate my R, I can take the second term in this sequence, negative 24, and divide the previous term, negative 4, and that will be 6. So my R is 6 in this case. So A of n, we're just going to rewrite that as A sub 3 to say the third value in our sequence, which is negative 144. The previous number, previous would be n minus 1, so that would be 3 minus 1. A sub 2, the second number in our sequence, is negative 24. And same pattern, n plus 1 would be our 3 plus 1. A sub 4 would be the fourth number in our sequence, negative 864. In this next example, our given number is 4. Our common ratio, always take the second value in your sequence, which is 3, and divide it by the first value. And in this case, look ahead to see whether they're going to use decimals or fractions. You want to use the same pattern. You can't skip around. So if these had been fractions, we'd want to leave this as a fraction. But since they've used decimals, it's okay to use a decimal here. So this will be 0.5 will be our common ratio. We're given that n equals 4. So that means we're looking for the number we're on now is A sub 4. What will A sub 4 be? You can see that the fourth number in our sequence is 0.75. So our next term is going to be A sub 4 minus 1. So that'll be A sub 3. And what is that value going to be? The previous value from the one we're on now is 1.5. What's the next value going to be? This is going to be A sub 5. So let's think about that. That one's going to be a little tricky. Let's see if you can figure that one out on your own. To solve this one, you'd have to take the number we're in now and times it by our common ratio. That is the pattern. So that number is going to be 0.325. Trust me, I used a calculator for that one. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at when we see a recursive rule, how we can generate the terms. Remember, with our recursive rules, there's really only two things we care about. The first thing, of course, is the first term in our sequence, G of 1, first term. The second thing we want to look for is that ratio. Everything else in this recursive rule, it has a meaning if you're a computer programmer, but for math, that's all we really care about is that common ratio. So R equals 3. That means we're going to multiply each time by 3. That'll generate 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times 3 is 54. And 54 times 3 is 162. I want you to try example B on your own and type in your answer. So hopefully you were at least able to identify the two parts. The first term is 3, second term is negative 4. When we multiply, we get negative 12. Then two negatives will make this negative a positive. And then 48 times negative 4 will make negative 192. And one more negative 4 will make a positive 768. That was a mouthful. What you'll notice is whenever your common ratio is a negative value, the signs will flip-flop like that from positive to negative.